Alright guys, here we are back on iRacing. Today is the start of a new season, a very exciting time in the sim racing world. Finally this season, I swear I'm going to commit to grinding some iRacing races, hopefully raise my I rating. And this is a bad choice for a start. 1987 classic NASCARs at Daytona, very scary for the I rating and the safety rating, mostly because I have no idea what I'm doing. It's going to be 25 laps, these races count now. Starting from the fourth position, kind of unlucky to get the number two here because I do stand to lose a lot of my rating if things go badly, but this is going to be a learning experience for everyone. So let's go ahead and get into the race. Alright guys, it is just about race time here at Daytona, 25 laps ahead of us. I really don't know what to expect here. I think we're going to be lucky to make it to 25, honestly. I'm not going to stress out these two races too much. Obviously, I want to do well, but it's learning for everyone, and Daytona can always be a crapshoot. It's a track I have a chance to win at, so I think we're going to go the IndyCar route, and the way you should always be at super speedways. Just be there at the end, give yourself a chance, and you never know what could happen. Also, I have to comment on the very awesome Activision Space Invaders paint scheme that the number 6 car has up there on the pole. That is sweet. I'm gonna have to get me some nice retro paint schemes for these classic NASCARs. But here we go. Time to get the green flag at Old Daytona. Hope you guys do enjoy this one. If you are new, please consider subscribing for me. Would be much appreciated. But I do thank you so much for watching. Let's do this. How long until the first caution? Well, maybe people will be careful. I have a chance to shoot it 3 wide. I'm not going to do that. The guy in second's looking like he wants to, though. I am going to be kind of passive here in the early going. Just because I don't really have confidence. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. But we'll clear to the bottom, so that's where we'll go. Probably not the worst thing ever to be behind the number 1 car. And yeah, let's just try and survive here in the early going. 2x2 through the turns. Didn't work well in any of those fun week 13 races. Let's see how it goes here. Oh, it's just a little bit snug in traffic. But the inside lane comes really good there. And we are just taking it easy, really easy. And looks like we're going to make it 1 lap without a caution. There's got to be some kind of record in these cars. I am just going to tippy-toe it through the corners. Everybody seems content to kind of stand pat at the moment, which is a good look. I see a bit of racing further back in the pack, but that's okay. This guy in the number 1 car looks like he's trying to make a move. They're kind of getting really close to hooking each other there. It's a bit scary. I'm just gonna half throttle it off into the turn yet again. One slipping up the road a little bit. Just give him plenty of space. And in these things, with how much they bump around, how ill-handling they are, it is a scary proposition to get to somebody's bumper. The one's looking to make a move. He's getting loose there on the bottom. We're going to try and follow him through, though. Get about half throttle to completely lifting off into the corner. Just going to try and make our way up into second now. We will clear into second position, so good stuff. One's going to park it on the bottom. Look to do the same. I'm kind of all over the place right now, just trying to keep my head on straight. Stay calm driving this crazy thing. And I would like to be single file clear if at all possible, but I know that's not what the guy in third wants, so he's going to make a move on the outside if he can. Just get a really big run in these cars, and you know, lifting kind of can send them off balance, and it looks like a lot of people want to line up on the outside now. Probably a bit scared of me. Just get such a good draft in these. You really have to lift, and it kills your momentum. Because I don't want to get anywhere near this guy. I'm too scared. We're gonna take it nice and easy again, off into 3. Give him plenty of space. Oh, they're trying to wreck me. I'm gonna clear. I don't know whose fault that was. They're wrecking. I'm gonna be the leader at the caution. We're gonna have to look at that. I don't think that was my fault, but I'll take it. And I don't think we're gonna be pitting here, so I should be in the lead at the restart. We'll see you there. All right, so quick look at this first incident here in the race. Uh, yeah, the one, I don't know if we made netcode contact. I mean, there's space between our cars right there. He gets down on the apron and slips up the track and kind of gets into the 16. That causes a big wreck back there, and then the 6 slides up into him. So yeah, he hit the apron, went up right there. We did not make contact, at least visually. Alright, so we're getting ready to go back to green here. Thankfully, they implemented where you can have short caution periods. So we only had 1 lap under caution, and then we're going green on the next lap here, which is awesome, especially at these longer tracks. And so it'll be lap 7 when you get the green flag. Again, I'll have to look at the replay to determine guilt on that little incident there. I don't think it was caused by me. I think the guy in first got loose on the bottom and he kind of junked it. But we do also have the old restart rules, so we get to go single file, which is nice when you're the leader. And I think the lappers come to the inside, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure how that'll work. Looks like they're kind of spread out back there. But yes, I do get to start single file. And in the IndyCar banner, I'm going to start up against the outside wall, because I assume you can't pass legally on the inside before the green. So we'll see what we can do here. Now we'll have some clean air. You know, got our jitters out of the way. Now we can focus on racing here, and hopefully we do go green the rest of the way here. It looks like the guy behind's laying back a little bit. We got the green. I wasn't too good on it right there. We're gonna come over and block that off. I thought there'd be a little bit longer of a wait, but it is painted on the walls and the track, so I don't know what I'm looking for. Dive it off into one. We'll see if cautions breed cautions here. It looks like this guy wants to make a move straight away. He's going to look to the outside. We'll pin it down to the bottom as best we can. It's like he's going to sail right past me. I wonder if I took a little bit of damage in that fracas. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm already clipping 200, so no harm, no foul, I guess. I'll just settle into second in line again on the bottom. You have to be really careful here. It's easy to break loose, and if you're on the outside, the guys behind or on the bottom, they're bumping off the bumps, moving up the track. This old Daytona is tough sledding. 22 blinking a little bit there. Make sure we give plenty of space for everybody. You just gotta treat each other good in these cars, man. No pinching, no none of that. Not at this track anyway. You might see it next week at North Wilkesboro. Looks like we got one crashing back there. And that will be a caution. We'll be restarting third this time. So I shall see you at the restart. Alright, so we're getting ready to go back to green again. It'll be 10 laps gone when we get the green flag. Now we are actually restarting on the outside, so I think a lapper is supposed to start on the inside. We'll see if he gets here in time. How that's going to work, I don't know exactly where he's at, but it is pretty cool that they've got the old restart rules, so you're not always double file. Kind of adds some character, and reminds me a lot of IndyCar, other than the lappers restarting on the inside. So let's see what we can do here. You know, just getting loosed up. Now we're in traffic, so we got to see what we can do on the restart. We're just gonna try and hang. I am okay with things not being too hectic at the front. Seems like a lot of the trouble has been back in the field, which is good. My attitude is stay ahead of it, so here we go. Another restart, hopefully the last. And we're off. Pretty okay restart right there. Not the worst, not the best. And of course, see who wants to make a move here early on, if everybody's going to be content to stay in order. Just going to take it easy. See what the Wrangler 5 does ahead of me. Wants to pull out and make a move. Doesn't quite look like it. He's kind of half deciding to go, half not. We're going to just go on in on the inside there. We'll take it from him. He's going to leave the door open. Should be able to clear him, and we do. He's well outside. He might not have liked that, but don't leave the car's width down there if you don't want it to happen. Now we are back up clear into second. Hopefully we can just hold this. This is where I want to be until the end of the race. Just because I'll have, you know, the options to make moves. And I don't know how big a factor tire wear is going to be. I imagine a bit. Winging this thing around here at 195. Guy in third wants to get close to me, that's alright. We get a pretty good run, but not close enough to make a move, I don't think. Not at this stage. Again, I haven't really had to brave the outside yet. So we're going to be careful with that. Leaders look like he's got a handful on his driving this thing right now, so a little bit scary to see. Seems like maybe being in traffic a bit kind of tightens up your car a tiny bit, makes it a bit easier to drive. See if that's true as we go on here. So we're side by side now on the bottom. Just trying to give him plenty of room. Leader slips a little bit. It's going to give the outside lane a bit of a run. I have to check up here on the inside. Too scared to push. Leader's kind of in the middle. Oh man, it is scary. And they're getting a good old run on the outside. Maybe a look to go 3 wide. The leader just looks like he's about to wreck every time through the tri-oval. Will get cleared off. Try not to wreck it in front of the field. Should get a good run here, but really nowhere to go with it. I know the 18 wants to go 3 in the middle. He's looking for it. We're going to back out a little bit. Just let the boys do. Oh, man. They're wrecking. Yes, they are. So that'll be a caution. No, we're actually going to try and get second here. No caution as of yet. There it is. All right, we'll restart second. I don't know who caused that one either. That was very close. Well, I will see you at the restart yet again. All right, so we're getting ready to go green. It's going to be 9 to go with the green flag. And I tell you, I feel like we've spent some of our luck here early on in the season at this race. And, you know, I'm thinking my strategy right here, the 22 seems a bit sketchy up front. So I'm probably going to look to get around him as soon as possible and just kind of run the race from the front if I can. You know, I haven't had clean air in a while. The tires have had time to wear, so it might be a little bit scary. I might be the one that people have to look out for, but see what we can do here. It is within 10 laps to go, so single file restarts, I believe, is the rule. That's what it was in real life. We'll see how true that is on iRacing, but let's try and get a good jump here past the 22 on the backstretch if at all possible, and just ride from there. 9 to go when we get the green. Let's do it. We got a pretty good jump. I'm going to be patient with it. It's bait to go to the outside early like that. I lay back. Just have to make sure the guy in third doesn't beat me to the punch here. I didn't really time my run right, I don't think. He's going to block to the outside. He's going to block me back to the inside. It's 2 moves, sir. It's very subtle, but scary nonetheless. I went a bit wide there, off into 3. We're going to have to come back down, seal it off. And there's another caution. All right, well, we get to re-rack it and try and get a better run there. I need to be a little bit closer on the exit of 2 so he can't block me in time. Alright, so we're getting ready to go green here. It's going to be 6 laps to go. We learned a little bit from that last restart, so I think I'm going to try and hang closer through 1 and 2, get the big run and go for it. The 22 has shown that he's willing to block, so we've got to, if we get there, we've got to be brave with it. If he comes to cut me off, I either have to try and over and under him, or I have to be ready to lift. So 6 to go, the 22's willing to do what it takes to win. Let's see if we can snatch it from him. Or will it end in tears? Who knows? Just come to get the green flag. Hopefully the last restart here. I don't know what green-white checker rules are or anything. I'd assume they'd be era accurate. So they wouldn't exist, which means we gotta get to the lead. And now we're just gonna lay back here. Just a little bit, and now we go. Hopefully he timed that right. See where the 22 wants to put his car. He knows I've got to run. We're going to pull out here. I get to his outside. Looks like the guy in third wants to go with me. We'll see if we can wing it out here. It's a bit of a scary situation being on the outside. Taking it out near the fence. The guy on the bottom almost ran into me. I saw him there. That's a bit scary. We're scraping it into the wall. We're 3 wide. Well, that didn't work. We still have time, though. We can settle back in. 5 to go. Do get clear. We're sliding it out here. The 5 is wheeling it on the outside. Oh, baby, where do I go? We'll try the outside as well, see if we can get the 5 clear. Do we dare push? We're going to clear inside. We're going to go down to the bottom. The 5 is going to come with. And we are sending it off into these turns. No need to save it at this point. The 5's getting loose. See if we can get our nose in here. We do. He slipped up. We're going to slide it through the tri-oval. Up into the lead here. Lap 22. We almost wrecked it on the bottom. Had to counter steer it back into shape. They're glitching out back there. I don't think that's me. Oh man, I do not want that guy behind me. That's a bit scary, isn't it? Man, I'm sending it off into these turns. Trying to make it work. We're just about clear. I'm trying not to come over. It's tight. It's bad tight now on the exits. Oh boy, this is making me sweat. 3 to go. And you gotta earn it in these cars, and that's what we're gonna try and do. Still side by side, not able to clear, so they're gonna come back at me. See what the 22 does. I have to watch him for making a move as well. I'm sending it off into these turns. Unbelievable, like drifting it. They get 3 wide behind me. A caution would be big right now. They turn. I think I got it. No green, white, checkered. Okay, we'll see if there's a green, white, checkered, but if not, I won. Well, it turns out it is era accurate. No green, white, checkers. So we are gonna win our first ever classic NASCAR race. I cannot believe it. That was one of the most fun races I've ever had on iRacing. Even though there was a lot of caution laps, the racing, I mean, it was just balls to the wall, insanity. And we're gonna come across the line. Disappointing to see the yellow, but we take the checkered flag. And I will take that. My spotter isn't all that excited, but hope you guys did enjoy that race. A ton of fun first time out in these cars. And we know what we have to do. It is a stock car. It is Daytona. So we're going to bring it around and we're going to burn this thing to the ground. Oh man, this was a race I've been looking forward to for a long time. So to get this win right here is a big one and a great start to the new season. A little bit scary that maybe we spent up a lot of our luck, but I will take that. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this race. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I do thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next race. Then we take a look at the accident that ended it. We're on the bottom here in the number 2. You see the guy behind me is blinking out a little bit, and he moves up a little bit. They get 3 wide. The 19 kind of comes down, I think. Yeah, and they clip each other and kind of warp into each other. It's a bit weird with the netcode. And yeah, that was it. We got it from there. Big wreck behind. We take the win at Daytona.